Welcome to the third and final movie on the ideation sketch phase of our Breadvan Hommage. Well, you might ask yourself, what are ideation sketches? The ideation is the process where you generate ideas and car design solutions in our case. This is done through sessions of quick sketches, which basically are brainstorms on paper. These generate a wealth of new ideas to take forward into the next design phase. Car design ideation is the mode of the design process in which you're concentrating on fresh idea generation. In case you are new to the Niels van Roij Design channel or to the specific Breadvan Hommage design clips, this video is one out of a series on our Breadvan Hommage one-off coachbuilt project. This is based on an Italian V12 sports car. Please do watch the other videos too, so you get a full overview of the entire project. So now we come to this next phase where we're starting to group images together for the owner of the vehicle. These might look like different views, different perspectives of the same design. They are, but they also are not. What you would see are small differences within these selected sketches. This is a way of showing to the owner, this is an interesting idea, and we can interpret it in different ways. Look at, for instance, the graphics there and the graphics there. Look at the way how there the roof kicks up a bit. There's basically a little bit of volume there, and then the roof continues. There's the facade, so this facade is that facade there, and this could be, for instance, an air vent. This could be a graphical element that would include a third brake light or something else. Just some ideas to bounce off the owner of the vehicle and to say, what do you think of this? How could we solve that? Interesting graphical elements, interesting solutions to basically the same design. And this again can be said here. Very similar design ideas within this specific theme. Different graphics there, but also, for instance, the number plate emboss, which would be in between the tailpipes there, which is underneath the window here, making for quite an interesting interplay of graphics, of highlights and shadows, of different materials. So this would be darker because of the shadow. This would be darker because of glass. Two graphics connecting together in that rear end. The integration of this number plate emboss would also make the car look relatively wide. It's all about how we divide this surface in two areas. Top end glass, rear end number plate emboss. The car looks less heavy because of that. Again, a selection of these sketches together, different versions of the same design theme. And the same here, and the same here. And you can really see our tryouts with these fixed headlights of the original. We did quite a few there actually. And the same again can be said for this. What you see here is that full glass rear end and very interesting graphical elements. Let's have a quick look at the top sketch there. Very heavy graphical elements that run very deep into the bodywork, and a very triangular way of treating the graphics here. So you get this triangular B-pillar complemented by triangular surfaces of the graphics there, the shadows and the highlights. And that runs through very consistently towards the back, here along the side. And then if we go down, we see very similar graphics, a very large one here, a very large one there, and a very large one here on the door, but integrated in a different way. So in this case, we see that the window here is dictating the shape of the side of the air vent there. So rather than having that three-dimensional triangular shape, this one and that angle is carried over to that space there, and this is creating this strong B-pillar there. Different takes, different visions of the same design theme. Here another different take on the headlights mainly. And you can see these narrow headlights do so much with that nose surface. We can really have physical space to do something interesting. Not just have physical space to integrate graphics, but mainly space to do something interesting, something sculptural with that nose. And here we see that other take with two different variants of that same sketch. In this top view sketch, for instance, you see this surface transition towards a line that then runs along the side of the car. Very focused graphics there that follow the volume here in the bonnet. And very sculpted, three-dimensional fender spaces. And again, these interconnecting graphics of the grille here in the front and the graphic of the air intake there. That brings us to the end of this video. In the next video, we will be looking at the proportions of the Breadvan Hommage, and this will be done in the next design phase. Meaning, I will be showing you more refined renderings. These are made completely in Photoshop. You will see which of the ideas we discussed today have made it through to the next round, and which one were not strong enough to make it through. The renderings are way more refined. The surfacing or the skin of the car therefore is easier to read, just like all other details. These renderings will be shown to the client again, so he can choose between what he likes and what he dislikes. But they are also important for the phase after the renderings, which is the translation of all these ideation sketches and renderings into the first physical model, which is the clay model. We will be basing this clay model directly on the actual base car. We will also be making videos on that exciting phase of the car design process, where the sketches and renderings are finally translated into the real world, into three-dimensional shapes and forms. Thank you very much for watching this video on the ideation sketches of our Breadvan Hommage. Please do like this video and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell there so you know for sure that every coming video you will be notified. See you for the next one.